Ladies and gentlemen, sports fans of all ages, it's our pleasure to present to you the newest name in Delaware sports and sports around the world, who has had absolutely no success in the real world, so he's dedicated his life to talking sports. He's known to be prickly and very opinionated. It's time to get in the huddle with your host, Coach Muddle.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Huddle. It's me, Coach Muddle. It's Thursday, so it's solo night for me. But just heads up, everyone. Nevada Nick will come in, give us his picks for tonight, and get that going. So we will get going on that as I am solo. So as you see, I'm trying to do 16 things at once. Can't. But listen, I want to get into it. We got the Eagles get Joe Flacco back. So they bring, they sent Joe Flacco. They sent him to the Jets. I got it confused, but same difference. I think you probably would have gotten more for Minshew, but I understand more upside with Minshew with Hurts if he's not there. What's up, Anthony? How you doing, man? Good to hear from you. And so we'll see. The Jet here, I thought that was, typical Jets. I mean, how do you draft a rookie who's supposed to be your franchise without some kind of veteran to help you out? And and you had no veteran, so I don't understand. But the Jets, and that's the Jets. So we'll see. And now I guess Gardner Minshew becomes the number 2 and will probably be on a kind of a short leash. Jalen Hurts will be on a short leash, I'm assuming, and go from there. And I keep wanting to say Doug because it's the same thing. Like what has changed with the Philadelphia Eagles? And I know this is a conversation when we get Nevada Nick on. To find out, because this is just mini me of Doug, really. And moving on as we get to the Giants, and yes, I still have the bag. I have the bag because I might have to wear the bag again because Monday night the Giants will go to Kansas City without their full complement of weapons. And, we'll see. And it frustrates me. It really does. It frustrates me. Angela, what's up, Coach? You should totally be on our show. I will definitely look. Let me know times, dates, Angela. I will definitely come on because I was going to reach out to you because, Sunday morning, we can figure out our Sunday morning show that we normally do because and I'm going to tell you right now, Angela, Nevada Nick, who's there, is worse than Richie Kotite. Listen, Angela, Nevada Nick is in charge of the travel arrangements for us. So he's the one doing that. So let's get this all coordinated and let's totally get together and do that. That'll be awesome to, cross whatever they do that, cross lines or whatever it is. But it will be totally cool with that. Very, very excited. Looking forward to that. It's been a while since you've been on our show. I know you and Mr. Nevada Nick are doing that. Don't insult Doug like that. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Right. I mean, really, the Eagles really didn't change the coach because they just got the same thing. It just recycled with that. But, let's get to the Giants here. And all of a sudden, you won. The Giants beat a bad Carolina team because they're both similar in the way they are built, and there is still Dave Gettleman's fingerprints on that team. And as you can see, not working in Carolina, not working in New York. There is a correlation there because you can't start with a running back and build your team. You can't. It just does not work. And he tried to do the same thing here, and it's not working because Saquon Barkley is a bust. I hate to break it to you. And Daniel Jones is not a franchise quarterback. He's an NFL quarterback, yes. He is not a franchise quarterback, at least not in New York. Maybe in Jacksonville, but not in New York. Maybe in Houston, not in New York. Okay? Not gonna. Maybe in Detroit, because he'd definitely be an upgrade in Detroit. Because I'll tell you what, that Detroit Rams was the best game of the 4:00 slot last weekend. So I watched a lot of that game because it was the most competitive game on. And yeah, Daniel Jones be great in Detroit. Great. He's an upgrade, yes. But is he a franchise in New York? No, he's not. Oh, he made a one-handed catch. Okay, great. Then let's move him to wide receiver. We still need a quarterback. We still need him. So let's get off of every time we win, Daniel Jones is all of a sudden the guy again. And then he's trash when, as our friend of the program, Billy Colick, likes to say, trash juice, okay? Because that's what he is, man. He is the juice at the bottom of the trash can. And that's for a franchise quarterback. And he might, he might even be a franchise quarterback across the parking lot. But he is not a franchise quarterback for the New York Football Giants, okay? And yes, okay, your tackles hurt and we're getting decimated. But look, I am for getting rid of some guys that have not panned out. And obviously the offensive line, we're not going to get rid of a guy like Will Hernandez because of need and injury, and Nate Solder will still be there. But I don't want Dave Gettleman to do anything else. I want him to sit at his desk, keep everything in a box, and wait for security to come knock on the door and hand him his pink slip. Follow us. Because if he was smart after the Rams game, he cleaned his office out anyway. Because he is not the general manager for the New York Football Giants. So when is the NFL going to step in and help the two worst franchises in the best market in the world? How does that happen? Right. Saquon is a bust. Stiz, he's a bust. He was a top 3 pick. Well, actually, he was the number 2 overall pick and is a bust. Okay? I just can't, and I stand corrected because I did call Saquon Barkley the Carson Wentz of running backs. But you know what? Carson Wentz looked pretty good on Monday night. He looked pretty good on Monday night. So I might have to backpedal on that, because it is. And Evan Ingram needs to go and find a new home. It's just not working out in New York, because you've dropped more balls than you caught. And that's an issue. And maybe a change of scenery will help you. But that being said, again, I don't want Dave Gettleman to do this because he knows he's out the door. He's going to give those guys away for nothing. I mean, so what is it? I just don't understand, the state of the New York Football Giants right now. Because of one win, all of a sudden, all's right in the world. Well, it's not. Okay, it's not. You put a Band-Aid on a gash. I mean, you haven't really stopped the bleeding much. So, right, and I hate to say this, and I'm going to call up Coach Cotter because his boy Wayne Gallman, I thought was good. He was good enough to be the backup. We didn't need to go pay these guys, these has-beens. Listen, Ingram, yes, I know Ingram is on the market. He should be. So should Will Hernandez. So should Nate Solder. And Jabril Peppers has been talked about that. It's a contract year for him. Unfortunately, I like Jabril. I hope they figure out a way to keep him. But again, the Giants don't pay anybody. They only paid Eli Manning. They didn't pay anybody else. Except if you come in, and this is another thing that bothers me about the Giants and the way they do business. Eli is one of the only homegrown Giants to get paid multiple times. And they pay these these free agents to come in, and they let their own guys walk. Why? When they're your homegrown guys. Let's pay them and keep them. But we don't do business that way. We'd rather bring in somebody else and pay on a what if instead of a guy we've seen play for 3, 4, 5 years. All right, let's pay him. Here's a guy that's been hurt for 3 or 4 seasons, but let's give him let's pay him his option and bring him back. Go test the market. We'll match it. If that's let's see what the market brings for a broken down running back. That is a bust. I'm not that I'm just so tired of, the way things are going. And I'm sorry, maybe it's time for, the Giants to be put up for sale. Maybe we can find some emails on the Giants ownership where they have to sell the team. Maybe that'll be something good, Gettleman, somebody, when all these emails come out, because, back in 1999 when the internet was kind of brand new. I forget when Al Gore invented it and what year he invented the internet, but he did invent it. And, I'm sure somebody wrote some email and didn't realize that, it's saved for life, forever. So, look, let's bring in some new blood. I mean, you're in the number one market in the planet, and you are continuing to give us garbage. Okay. Okay, listen. Al Gore did invent the internet. Didn't you see his speech when he was running for president? He's claimed to invent the internet. Come on now. But yes, Anthony, Ingram was a waste of space. He was not, I don't understand. And you know what? Here would be a great trade. You know what I'd be happy with, Anthony? Why don't we call up Tampa Bay, see if they'll send us O.J. Howard, and we'll send them Ingram. Straight up. Because O.J. Howard fits the Giants much better than Ingram, because all Ingram is a glorified wide receiver. He doesn't block well. We had to go out and get all these other tight ends to block. I mean, so why not? OJ was great in college and just not used right. And I don't think that he's liked very well by the coaching staff in Tampa, because if you remember, he got drafted and then the new staff came in and then he was injured and there were some issues. But you know what? I would be happy with a straight up, trade for those two guys, because I think he would fit New York much better. And he as well needs a change of scenery from Tampa Bay. And you know what? The kid's already got a ring, so it's okay. But, it is. And Ingram, yes, but Ingram, I don't know that he's always injured, but when he's on the field and he is in a crucial third down spot, he's dropping the ball constantly. He's got those drops in those core. Was it last year we had the Eagles beat? All he had to do was catch the damn ball, and it hit him in the hands. Worst place you could hit a guy is in the hands. Cost us a game. And those things are what we remember. Because when did he score a meaningful touchdown? When did he score a touchdown that got us into the playoffs, that won a football game for us? Because I can't remember. And I know I'm getting old and maybe I've missed it. But I do remember the drops. I remember the drops. The Eagles game. Come on. Yes, I know. And that's fine. I understand that he has been talked about being traded. And I am fine with moving on from him. What I'm not fine with is Dave Gettleman being part of the process. That is the problem. Look, Coach Muddle for Congress, the change we need. Yes, man. Yes. Coach Muddle, 2022. Nevada Nick, my campaign manager. Nevada Nick is good. Is doing all my campaign managing right now, Oh, man. Yes, I appreciate the vote there, Stiz. I appreciate it, But, that's really the gist of it, is more of, I'm okay with making these moves. I'm not okay with Dave Gettleman being part of it. Okay? No. I think it would last at least a good 72 hours. 72. I'm taking the over on the 24 hours. Because here's my thing, Nick, is I would announce on a Friday, so I would at least have all weekend before, all kinds of people came out of the woodwork to say what kind of a prick I am. Yeah. Oh, man. Look, Anthony, I am okay with that. I am okay with it. But it starts with the general manager. The general manager has to come in, and the general manager has to hire the new coach. Okay? And the only way Joe Judge keeps his job is if Bill Belichick decides he don't want to coach anymore and he wants to be the general manager of the New York Football Giants. I don't see that happening. It would be nice, but it would be nice to talk about, not in reality. Because let's look at Bill Belichick's drafts the last, I don't know. Let's talk to Tom Brady about Bill Belichick and his drafting, okay? So let's just, go from there. But we do need to revamp the scouting organization, all the scouts from top to bottom. And when you go on the website, part of the problem is that little nepotism thing they call it, because the boss's son is in charge of these things. When your last name is Mara and it's the same last name as the owner, not too much change going to happen. Okay? That is the issue right there. When he's, the associate, I don't know. Let me see. I bring it up here and see. I don't know. But news standing. Here we go. Let's see what the what the hell happened here. I don't. Games. I'm trying to get to the thing here. Too much time. I can't look it up. But if you look up, his son is in charge of some kind of BS job he's got. But it is what it is, and I'm not excited about it. Oh, by the way, Nevada Nick will be joining us via phone in a little while to give out his Thursday night pick. Really likes this game. I already think I know the way he's going, because let's just say there's going to be a team with a loss. Okay, so, but we'll go. I could see. You know what? You're right, because the Eagles, honestly, and Nevada Nick's not going to like hearing this. I think Detroit gets their first win Sunday. Oh, and you ask who they're playing? I'll tell you who they're playing. Oh, they're playing the Philadelphia Eagles. So that's why I think, they're going to get their first win. And, I could see the Giants finishing second, but I hope that that Washington and the Eagles can win a few more football games than the Giants, because I'd rather play the last place schedule than a second place schedule like they're playing this year, and really getting their asses handed to them. But thank you, Stiz. I appreciate it. Coach Muddle on a roll, baby. On a roll, man, with my stuff. So I should get into this. It's not procrastination, prognostication. I can't even say the word, so I'm not nasally enough, I guess, or I'm too nasally to say it. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes, because, but we got finally a decent game tonight, Thursday night. We got the Packers. We got the Arizona Cardinals, who are on a run, and I thought they were fake, and we'll see. I want to hear Coach's lock for tonight. Oh man, Really? You think, Anthony? You think Jacksonville gets a win against the Seahawks? Really? Wow. Okay. All right. We'll check back in on Sunday. Nevada Nick will be here, bro, and we'll be able to and we'll see what he thinks. He does all the research and Stiz as well. They know the numbers and all that stuff. So they've got a crack team behind the scenes, crunching numbers, doing research, going back, and so that's why they're as good as they are. It's their crack team, and I'm the one giving their team the credit on air because they won't. So I'm giving them all the credit for how well Stiz and Nevada Nick do. Because obviously, you can't put in that kind of time and be that good at picking, his, picks and being a cornhole champion at the same time. It just can't happen, Stiz. You can't. So we got to give props to the behind the scenes people doing all the research for you, getting all the numbers together and getting those picks for you. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing that out there. Because I know that you are, you got that cornhole set up in your basement. You're constantly practicing the cornhole stuff, man. Because we're gonna have people don't know, but Stiz is gonna be in that on ESPN soon. The Ocho playing cornhole on the Ocho. We're gonna see him soon. So no, it's all fictitious. Nevada Nick and Stiz do all their work themselves. They do it because they're degenerates. They don't want to let anybody in on any of their information. That the way they get it. So wait a minute, look how. Actually, Stiz, Nevada Nick and yourself were quite right. Our ratings did jump up with the bag when the bag was on. So I keep the bag right here by, right by the camera's view so that we can, when I need a ratings pop, I just go like this and we watch the numbers jump and spike a little bit. So, I have a face for radio, and then they put me on TV. It's the way we got to do that, and have a little fun, because if you're not having fun, what good is it, man? It's just a waste of time, man. So, but let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get in. The Giants. And where does it? Here's what I want to know, though, because the Giant fans. Oh, they won. Everything's right with the world. Okay, but now you're going in and playing I don't know if bad is the right word, but not this far. I don't know what the word is to call the Kansas City Chiefs right now. But if there is a team to come into Arrowhead and make things right for the Kansas City Chiefs, it's the New York Football Giants. Okay? And that's the way I feel. I don't think that, Daniel Jones is going to be able to put two games together where he can do that. And is this if the Giants were somehow able to pull off a victory on Monday night, I would have to put an asterisk there. Because it's not the Chiefs. I mean, their defense is playing as poor as ever. Their offense is kind of sputtering. Oh, let's Nevada Nick not gracing us with his voice. He's just making me post it up for him, and it's fine. He likes the Packers plus 6.5 by the hook to 7 if you can. So there you go. I also like the Packers. So, I'm mushing Nevada Nick, but I like the Packers. I think that, the Cardinals get their first loss of the season tonight. So we'll see. And he also likes Aaron Jones over 62.5 rushing yards. Okay. There you go. So there you got his prop bet and his straight bet. No parlays tonight. Is there a parlay tonight there, Nevada Nick? No parlay. I just feel like I have to say parlay. I don't know. I just feel like that's the way it is. You know what? Anthony, what I say to that is Aaron Rodgers. They have Aaron Rodgers, okay? And it doesn't matter who is playing receiver. He's going to chuck the football, and those guys are going to catch it, okay? And that's my in-depth analysis of the football game for tonight is that Aaron Rodgers is going to throw the football, and there's going to be receivers to catch it. Whether they were selling used cars or flipping burgers last week, they're going to be on the field tonight catching footballs from Aaron flipping Rodgers. Okay, and there is no J.J. Watt is out. Season ending is his bicep pec something. I know it's an upper issue that he's going to need some surgery, so he's going to be done for the year. But I believe they're getting their other defensive end back. Is it Jones? And his name skips me. I'm sorry. It might be back, but I still think. Without the tandem, they're a little less with that. Time teams depleted that don't have a chance to win any given Sunday, or in this case, any given Thursday. There you go. Chandler Jones. Thank you. Thank you, Chandler Jones. Thanks, Nevada Nick, for helping your buddy out. I appreciate that. So yeah, we're excited. I'm excited because this is probably the first Thursday night game that's got two decent teams with it. But this is what Thursday night should be, and not these divisional games. It should be some old school rivalry, AFC, NFC, or whatever. 4 injuries on one arm. That man just needs to retire. It's catching up to him. But he's still he's on the money train, man. He's collecting the dollars. People still paying him. He's still collecting it. So, yes, I already said that. Thanks for the breaking news, Nevada Nick. Coach Muddle already broke that news about 5 minutes ago in the show. But we appreciate your update. I'll even put it up on the screen for everyone in case they missed it. So yeah. So we know J.J. Watt out with the. But I didn't know. Is it the pec or the bicep? Tricep is some kind of arm or upper body injury. So we'll see. But I think the Packers go into Arizona and come away with a dub tonight. So that'll be fun. It'll be fun to watch, and I'm excited. I'm excited about it. So we'll see. We'll see. And I'm not, and I know last week, I ran about the Giants, and then now all of a sudden they win, and I'm really more annoyed with that the way the Giant fan base just totally flipped, the switch, and now he's the franchise quarterback when he is not, and maybe Andrew Thomas is the answer at left tackle, and I am, because he did play pretty well to start the season. Obviously, he's hurt and he's done, but why Stiz, I think JJ Watt's probably 36, 37-ish in there. He's up there. I want to say that he is up into his mid to latter 30s. He's closer to 40 than anything else, I think. Closer to 40 than he is 30. How about that? But getting back to it, and granted, we did have our doubts with him, and the jury's out. He hasn't played a full season this year, and last year the game was really fast for him. It kind of slowed down this year for him. So and we'll see when we get him back. And the Giants also have that other tackle they signed. I believe he is a Jersey kid from Georgia. That was the first round pick that got cut by Tennessee, traded to Miami and cut. Whatever. He's on their practice squad, so I'm waiting to see if they elevate him to and see if he, gets that second opportunity, because we are kind of struggling at the right tackle, and with them, having to move Nate over, and I think Pert got hurt again. And I like Pert. I think he needs some more reps and go from there. But maybe, just maybe, he's a guy we can slide down to guard and bring in the other guys, see if he works out. I mean, I don't know all the behind the scenes with his issues and stuff, but apparently, he is on the Giants practice squad. So we'll see how that plays out and how that works. So, but we're, and now's the opportunity. Let's get these guys on the field. Let's evaluate them in front of, real live action. I mean, that's the best way to evaluate your talent, is getting them in the game. You can't really simulate it in practice. Here's full speed. Let's put them out there. Let's see, and go from there and see what we have on this roster. I think it's time to start getting some of these guys some playing time and go. And I'm, and I know, hey, Joe Judge, you're trying to win some football games and keep your job, but I don't care if the Giants win out, which, shoot, anything's possible, but I don't see it, and I still don't think you keep your job. I take that back. I mean, obviously, if you won out and got into the playoffs, then everything would be right in the world, and unfortunately, we would still be stuck with Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley and Dave Gettleman. So, I mean, pick your poison. What do you want? I mean, so that's where it is. I mean, as the Giant fan, yes, of course, I want them to win each and every week. I get up, and I'm rooting for the Giants. I don't have an alternate team to root for. I don't have an alternate team. I don't root for any other team. Football is the Giants, and that's it. So 2 more wins for the Giants. Realistically, I think maybe 2. I really hope the Giants can beat Chicago just so that the Giants can, keep them as a top 10 pick. And, as bad as Washington's been playing, maybe we beat them at home and, we get one from the Eagles. So, yeah, probably, 2. Yeah. I'll go with 2, maybe 3. I don't know what that is. But yeah, realistically, but the fan in me would hope so that they win more than that. But, so sorry, Jared. We're finishing up, buddy. It's just me tonight, so cutting out a little early. I appreciate you jumping on though, and and yeah, you know what, man, I'd love that opportunity. But shoot, man, I'll start out as the coffee guy. It don't matter to me, but yeah, but I just think the Giants need some fresh young blood in the building and go with it with that. That's what they need. And as far as a general manager goes, I think and the only case where if the Giants wanted to stay in with the New York ties, which is what they do, would be Mike Mayock if he decided to leave the Raiders because of everything that's happened there. Because I think that Mike Mayock is good at his job. I like what he's done. I just didn't agree with Gruden and his coaching style. And as you see, things are kind of turned around there in Vegas, and it's only 2 weeks. I understand that, but we'll see. Coming off the bye, they got a bye this week, and then they have to go to New York and play the New York Football Giants, which Nevada, Nick, and I will possibly. I don't know, Stiz. I don't even know if you're coming or not. Hopefully, you are. We'll be going up there, seeing Angela, the Raider Nation, and seeing all our friends up there, and actually do a real meet and greet with everybody. It'll be awesome. So I'm really excited and looking forward to that and seeing those guys and having a lot of fun. So I can't wait with that. And also shout out to my Arizona Giants group. Jason, I know, I know he's been going to a couple Giant games already. Hopefully any of you guys definitely going to be at the Raider game next week. I will be up there. Hit me up. Let me know. Let's high five and catch up. It'll be awesome. I can't wait to see people in person. It's going to be a fun time. So I'm really looking forward to going up there, doing the whole weekend thing, and and being part of the festivities, because actually, I think there's a bunch of different tailgates going on. A bunch, we got the Raiders tailgate. I know the fan WFAN. They're doing. I think they're doing the pig slap deal. I think they're doing that weekend. So they're doing the pig. So we got all kinds of stuff going on. It's going to be a lot going on. So hopefully we get to it and see it, and really, really excited about getting up there and seeing everybody. So yeah, it'll be good. Yeah, Jared, definitely, man. It's can't wait to actually meet Angela. We've only StreamYard together. She's been on the show a couple times, and that way. So it'll be nice to actually see somebody live in person. So, yep. You too, Jared. You too, buddy. you're supposed to give out more candy than you eat, just so you know. All right. I don't subscribe to that rule, but I'm just saying that's a rule, but but yeah, Twizzlers don't make it out the door, just so you know. You come to my house, you'll get whatever I don't like, which is anything with peanut butter in it. No. Other than that, the rest is for me. So, yeah. But all good. Listen, I'm going to get out of here. I'm just starting to ramble on, and I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate Stiz, Nevada Nick jumping out, reaching in the comments and being part of the show, and everybody, Jared, Angela, and everybody else. We appreciate you. Anthony, as always, man, my pleasure. So please let everyone do me a favor, share it with your friends, tell them about it, bring them on over, go to YouTube, subscribe to the page, ring the bell, and so they know when we put out our show every week, they can join us. So it'll be fun. And Sunday, of course, we'll have Stiz here with his fantasy, all his fantasy stuff, his prop bets, locks of the week. And of course, Nevada Nick will be here as well to give his fabulous picks, because, absolutely, I can say this without a doubt, that you can watch any bookmaking show out there and you have not made as much money as these guys on the Coach Muddle show has put out there and won. Okay. They make money on what they're betting, what they're talking about with their own money. They're making it. So you're following them, you're making money. So it's that's what it's about, for those guys. So, make sure that tell a friend, tell a buddy. We appreciate it. Thanks for jumping in. We appreciate you. Enjoy the game tonight. Be safe. We'll see everybody Sunday morning. Thanks. I ended it, right?